but with Tu Yaa Main, it really felt like it was just the film it was meant to be. I felt for me like it all made sense of why things didn't work out the way it did earlier.
What we can promise is that this is going to be an experience. The film, I feel like, with the sound, with the way it's shot, with the way Remy is shot, with the way just the project has taken shape, I feel like it's really worth buying that cinema ticket and watching it on the big screen.
Guys, spoiler alert, it's a love triangle between the crocodile and the bull. So,
We're a throuple.
yeah, it's a
Throuple.
Okay, welcome to the socials of 94.3 Radio 1, and I'm so excited to be joined by two fine, formidable artists of our generation, Adarsh Gourav, who's been on a killing spree, and Shanaya Kapoor, who's fairly new to the movies but is so promising, and we get to see them in Tu Yaa Main, that's going to be releasing in theatres. So excited. Y'all collaborating with Bejoy Nambiar. I feel he's an auteur because he's made such exciting projects. The soundtrack is always a highlight, and so is the storytelling. So let's talk about this. You know, so many different genres that y'all are blending into this.
Yeah.
It's a survival thriller. It's a romantic movie. There's so much happening. What fascinated y'all towards the subject matter?
A bunch of things, as you said, because there's so many things happening. I feel like this platter that was, for offer for us, I feel like this is a very unusual platter, a combination of Bejoy Nambiar, Aanand L.Rai, a commercial film that I haven't done before that also like kind of gives me the chance to reach out to the masses more than I have, so far. And also, as you said, like the kind of technicians that Bejoy works with, right? Like the kind of music that he scouts for his films, the kind of DPs that he works with in his films always end up looking different from the rest. Even though it's mainstream and commercial, there's something very edgy about all his films, and I feel like that comes from the choices that he makes. The background score and stuff. And I was like, Bejoy, who's going to do the BG score? And he said that, I haven't decided on anybody yet. And I said, I have a friend called Prateek Rajagopal who used to work with Ludwig Göransson, the guy who works with Christopher Nolan. And he's also worked with Ari Aster, a bunch of other really cool people in America. We went to college together in Narsimmunji in Mumbai.
Right.
And then he went to UCA, studied music there, started working in Hollywood. And Prateek and me have always kept in touch because our journeys have been similar in the sense that he kind of took off, his music scene took off at the same time my acting scene took off. So a lot of relatability there. And I just suggested Prateek's name to him. Prateek's never done an Indian film. And he was just like, sure, can I just listen to something he's done? And Prateek used to play the lead guitars for this heavy metal band called Gutslit.
Yeah.
And Reptilian Death. So I actually played him like a couple of melodies from Gutslit. And Bejoy, I don't think any other director would have shown an interest in listening more, to the music of somebody who plays guitars for a death metal band. But something in Bejoy was like, I want to know more. And then I got him in touch with Prateek, and Prateek's done the background score for the film.
Wow.
Which is so amazing because the experience that he carries, his soundscape, the things that he's exposed to is very different from what people in India are doing. Just through terms of exposure and the people he's worked with. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about a lot of things.
Absolutely. It just encapsulates all of it together.
Yeah.
How about you, Shanaya?
Yeah, I mean, I think Adarsh said it all, but it's very exciting to work with a director like Bejoy sir. It's a chance to really explore yourself also as an actor. Then also getting to know that I was working with Adarsh was also insane. And then it was also with Aanand sir, so it was so many people involved where it was an opportunity for me to really try and give my best and explore myself as a person and as an actor. And even like how Adarsh said, working with Bejoy sir, there was something very freeing on set, especially when we were shooting the scenes. Sometimes when we watch the music videos, we feel like it doesn't feel like it's a scene. It just feels like he's captured these moments, and that's how he shoots.
Correct.
He makes it feel so real. He makes it look so like just a conversation that's been happening and not like this spectacle or this moment that we've tried to create. It's just a simple moment of both of us having chai and laughing, but there's something about it that sometimes even I'm feeling like, was it captured at a moment where we were actually just chatting, but it was not. We were in the moment, we were in the scene as these characters, but sometimes it is putting me also into that thought that he's captured it so incredibly, naturally.
There's something very intimate about
even just the train sequence where our hands are touching.
Yeah, just the fingers.
Just the fingers. that's all he had to show to
Yeah.
show that intimacy between these two characters, which
And
I
just
found
like
really
one
nice.
moment of like a twinkle in your eye, a twinkle
That's
in my
what.
eye. You know,
Like,
that is very hard to
that's
capture.
what, yeah. So it's sometimes when I look back, like as an audience also, I'm like, wow, you know, that he's really like got the best of us, and he's shown
sure.
the best of us. You know, it's all thanks to him. And then of course with Anand also backing the project, it just makes you, you know, it's so overwhelming, because even when I went for the audition, the only thing I knew was that Anand sir is backing this. That's all I knew, and I only got 2 scenes. I didn't even have the script.
Yeah.
But that was enough for me. You know,
Absolutely.
that was enough for me, that this is just a, you know, a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity, and I have to give it my all.
I mean, Sonam's
So-
done one of her finest movies
Yes,
with him.
with
so
Anand sir.
yeah, that
Yeah,
being
yeah,
Ranjana.
yeah.
So it's super cool. I want to ask you all about this. You know, with the choice of roles that you all are making at this point of time, it's really interesting because if we dial it back to 20 years before, the choices that the mainstream was making was very different. And here you are, you know, blending. I had a joke actually. I was like, because this movie involves a crocodile, is your favorite shoe brand Crocs? But I want to ask you all about this because it's super cool that you know, we have, I'm presuming, the crocodile being the center stage of the movie in the
Yeah.
second half. It's super cool. So how do you all make these choices, and what is the larger vision that you all have with your career when you all are making these choices? How does that function for you all?
I guess I haven't really thought of like a larger vision, but my choices are basically dictated by you know, the kind of character that I want to play. You know, at that point in time of my life, combined with like a director that I would have probably wanted to work with, such as Bejoy, who's, you know, I'd made a list of directors a couple of years ago, I remember, and I'd send it to my managers, and I was like, I want a meeting with all of these people, and I want to tell them that I want to work with all these people, and some of them happened, some of them didn't. Bejoy was one of them who I couldn't meet. So when I got a call for this project and I met Bejoy, I was like, holy shit, this is happening, right? So I feel like it's a sum of different factors that dictate my choice, not necessarily one thing. But what's very important for me is that because I choose to work less, usually end up doing like probably 2 films a year, it's very important that I enjoy that process thoroughly. So the people that I work with are people that I should like, be inspired by. You know, otherwise, what's the point of me working? Yeah, so it's basically just that, and I feel like I'm very lucky now that I also get to work internationally. So like, you know, I get to work on amazing scripts internationally. I just did made my Telugu debut, which is a film that's going to come out in a couple of months as well. It's called Birthday. So very excited about like that new vertical as well, because I feel like even in Telugu cinema right now, the mainstream takes up like 99% of the space. But like there's this small kind of like movement that's starting out
Yeah.
with these filmmakers that are trying to push the boundary and trying to make films like what Malayalam films have been making for the last 15, 20
Correct,
years.
of course.
So yeah, very excited to be part of this kind of movement, if I can call it. Tarun Bhaskar, bunch of other filmmakers. Yeah, excited to see what this film does too.
For sure, for sure. I mean, you even have Raj and DK that you've worked with. So it's an interesting wide array of directors that you are working with. How about you, Shanaya?
I mean, for me, I think my journey is just starting. So for me, I think it's, the scripts it feels like we've met each other halfway. Like it was destiny that for me it was meant to be, because I've not reached that position yet where I'm going through scripts and I'm choosing what I want to do and what I'm connected to, what I'm feeling. It's more that it's coming to me to audition, and then I'm getting a chance to read it and then hear it and then feel like, oh my God, this is that opportunity that I have to take on. But I think it's very similar to what Adarsh said. For me, it's all about taking that risk. It's all about feeling a little bit challenged. I feel more excited when I read a scene and I feel, how am I going to do this? Is it going to happen? Or I don't know if I can. I think that feeling excites me a lot as an actor. I feel if I read something and I'm feeling very comfortable and, oh, this is in my comfort zone, then I think I kind of want to, take a step back and try and challenge myself and try and do something exciting. Because doing films, it's not like a 3-month gig. It's not like a 4-month gig. It takes up like that whole process from signing it, then pre-production, then prepping, then shooting, then the post. It's almost like a year's time that goes.
Sometimes even more, yeah.
Sometimes even more. So you have to really feel connected to it. But with Tu Yaa Main, it really felt like it was just the film it was meant to be. I felt, for me, like it all made sense of why things didn't work out the way it did earlier, because I think that this moment was supposed to happen.
Let's go.
So it feels really exciting because, I would have never imagined like this is how it's going to be, and now that I'm here and I'm with Adarsh and I'm with Bejoy sir, with Aanand sir, it's feeling
Surreal.
It's feeling surreal. It's like a dream come true. So yeah.
I want to derive something from what you said. You just said that, when you are in a phase in your career where you sort of are coming halfway for the projects that you want.
Yeah.
But this is my question for the both of y'all. This is a project that y'all would still choose, right? Still want to be a part of. So I think that's really cool that, irrespective of where y'all are in your respective careers, this is something that y'all are doing. And I'm sure it's going to be for the books. So I'm really excited. My last question for y'all, what is it that we can really look forward to? There's one thing that the promotional material really gives away, but I'm sure there's a surprise within the movie as well that we get to unravel without giving much away, without giving the spoilers. If you could just hint towards what is it that we can look forward to in the movie, what would that be?
Well, I feel like it's also the title itself is a play on what's at stake, right? It's not necessarily just two individuals who have come together, fallen in love for a collab, for the sake of a collab, pitted against each other, but it's also like this other creature. So it's kind of like a word play on all these things put together. What we can promise is that this is going to be an experience, the film. I feel like with the sound, with the way it's shot, with the way Remy is shot, with the way just the project has taken shape, I feel like it's really worth buying that cinema ticket and watching it on the big screen. It'll be a very immersive experience, I feel, for people. So yeah, without
giving much away.
without giving much
Guys,
away.
spoiler alert, it's a love triangle between the crocodile and the both of them. So
We're a throuple.
it's a
Throuple.
Is Bear Grylls doing a cameo as well? Let's just joke about
You never know. You never know what comes out of that drain. It could be bear, it could be a croc, it could be...
Somewhere Ranveer Singh is also going to come. Well, on that note, I am so excited for Tu Yaa Main. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank you.
folks.
Thank you.
It's been a delight talking to you all. And how would you all summarize your experience of doing this?
This has been a total pleasure. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. This feels like we were just having fun, just chatting. So it was. Thank you.
Also, thanks for that warm welcome, by the way.
Yeah, I'm so
that
glad.
welcome
Yeah.
was so
Very sweet.
fun.
Hey, I'm so glad. We try.